just wanted to give a quick 2-minute pre-review of the upcoming movie Dumbo, which is directed by Tim Burton. I have to say, the trailer, what I like is that it doesn't look like typical Tim Burton bait that he's been comfortable with lately. It actually looks like pretty and whimsical. Also, from what I saw, it looks like there's going to be focus on the people more so than the animal characters. So it's actually different than the shot-by-shot remakes that the other Disney live-action movies have become. What do you think?
I'm not really looking forward to it, I'll be completely honest. I'd be very surprised if I enjoyed it.
But you're gonna love it.
I don't think so. It looks very, sad and depressing, and I don't know.
Well, I think it's just that ugly face cry scene, you know, where she, rocks baby Dumbo. That always made me ugly cry.
The poster, the movie poster, is him when they dress him up like a clown, and he looks like all sad and crying and stuff. I think that's a terrible choice for a movie poster.
Well, I think it's probably tapping into the whole bullying thing now and addressing it. Dumbo was bullied for his big ears.
Yeah, I don't want to see a movie about lecturing about
But that's what Dumbo is.
School bullying.
But that's the story of Dumbo because of his big ears. He was bullied, and then.
Why do I have to like Dumbo? I don't think I'm gonna like this movie. Well, you're forcing me to like it.
We'll be right back. All right, so as you can see, my mascara run, we are not okay.
Yeah, that was a fucking sad movie.
If you know anyone who's going out to see this movie, check on them afterwards because they are probably not okay. It was a really great take. I think they modernized the story of Dumbo to reflect the eyes of modern society and how we view animals, how the circus is now viewed. Pretty much every scene that you thought would make you ugly face cry will make you ugly face cry. How do you feel about Tim Burton?
Well, I mean, it was... how do you make Dumbo into a serious sort of movie? I mean, that's what he kind of was trying to do. It was very dark, film noir. It was half the movie was actually dark. Couldn't really see much.
It was his period piece to picture World War I.
It's definitely Tim Burton. You definitely got Danny Elfman with the fucking choir going constantly. There's a lot of old school Tim Burton. I think how he kind of always wanted to do a movie with clowns and shit.
Yeah, it was whimsical Tim Burton, not the typical Tim Burton.
He had Michael Keaton as the villain, which was cool because
he ate up every scene.
Yeah, and even some of the backgrounds and some of the sets were reminiscent to some of the old Batman movies. I noticed even.
Yeah.
So it went back to his kind of dark sort of.
Well, one thing I will appreciate about this movie is that it didn't talk down to children. We definitely saw kids in the audience.
No, it wasn't.
They handled it well, and they understood the true meaning of how we should treat others who are different than we are.
It's not very colorful. It's not kid looking at all.
It was beautifully shot, though.
It's more of an artsy film.
Yeah, definitely.
Than a kid's film.
There were moments where I forgot it was Disney. In a way.
The clowns look scary. That's what I'm trying to say. The clowns looked scary. The face paint on Dumbo when he was a clown was all chipping and stuff. But it was dark and I like that aspect. But other than that, I mean, I could go without this movie. I didn't really find it all that great.
But you would watch it if it were at home.
No, honestly, if I was flipping through the channels, I don't think I would watch this movie.
Seriously, again. you act like it was the worst movie ever.
I'm not saying it was the worst movie.
It came out.
I wasn't praising it. What are you talking about? Why even putting words in my mouth? I didn't say it was good at all. I said half the theater was crying during that one scene with the mad elephant.
Then it did its job. Dumbo's emotional. It's supposed to.
I just don't think that this movie was really necessary. I mean,
Yeah, I can get that vibe what you're saying because it's well, what's the point? We can also cry with the original. But considering all the shot-by-shot remakes that we're getting, I'm glad they actually did something different. I give them props for that. It's a different storyline. They didn't go the cheap route. Give them that. It's a sad little triumph, but give them that.
It was a unique take on it, which was good.
Yeah, definitely.
But
if you are into classic Disney, it's worth checking out. Or if you like Tim Burton and his work, check it out. I wouldn't say it's a must-see, for sure. But, I mean, I didn't hate it. So that being said, though, I'm probably going to look for a therapist. I am not okay. Are you okay?
not like half the theater, the whole theater was crying.
Yeah.
Literally during that scene. Someone got up and left.
Yeah, we're not.
And you know what scene we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
that scene. And like, they even kept the song.
Yeah.
The scene was sad enough, all Tim Burton-esque, and then they break out the song, and it's like, holy shit.
With the Danny Elfman slow, like, way of doing it.
With the lyrics and
everything.
everything.
The gut even more.
The lyrics just make you cry. Just the lyrics.
Yeah.
That and Pink Elephants was cool.
That was really cool.
They kept like the melody, like the dun, da, dun, da, 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 dun. Like they kept the melody of Pink Elephants and like the stomping, 3D.
Wait, and since we're Flashback Almanac and all 90s crazy, there was a cameo. The Let's Get Ready to Rumble guy, what's his name?
Michael Buffer.
Yeah, he went Let's Get Ready to Dumbo. The first time it was cool. The second line it was really patronizing. But
I didn't even really I can't believe I'm going to say this. I didn't even really like Michael Keaton, and he's like one of my favorite actors.
Well, I think Michael Keaton, it suffered from that Mary Poppins villain.
He's a very forgettable villain.
Because it was so typical. Like, it wasn't an enjoyable villain. It was like, wow, you are truly freaking heartless.
And they made, like, humans were like the villains in this. Like for like the first half.
Well, remember, that's what a lot of circuses did to animals. So they weren't being dramatic. This is how people viewed animals back then.
Yeah, but I think you're reading too much. It wasn't trying to be preachy or anything. I mean, it was just like for the first half of the movie, like the crowd is like the villain. Before Michael Keaton comes in, it's really like the crowd who's there like making fun of Dumbo, Like, who really would give a shit if an elephant has like large ears? Like these people are like ruthless making fun of this fucking elephant.
Well, do you think that maybe they were using I like the parallel between the elephant and the dad character and his disability. Like, I liked how they tied that in, how they related.
He was okay. What's his name? Colin Farrell.
Yes, and I thought the kid performances were not bad.
The kids, he always has good kid actors, Tim Burton. I mean, that's one thing. He picks good kid actors.
Thank goodness. It was not exhausting.
But I honestly, I'm not going to watch this again. I thought it was pretty forgettable.
I mean, again, it goes on the realm of why does it need to exist? That being said, considering I am gonna have to sit through a ton of these shot by shot remakes and auto-tuned versions of beautiful classic songs of the 90s in these new Disney movies. Well, excuse me, Disney remakes. This remake was a lot less painful because at least it was something different. And I think that's just... It's a low bar, but that's the bar.
It was like Dumbo meets like Gotham City. Like, I mean, if that's your thing, then you'll love this, but
like, if you're having a bad day, don't watch this movie. Like,
very sad. Like, my initial prediction was correct. It's a very fucking sad movie.
It right in the gut, y'all. Like, I'm not good. I'm gonna Google a therapist. Alright, well, thanks for sticking about. This is Bronx Belle.
And
we're signing off a Flashback Almanac. Bye!
Peace.